Good afternoon. My name is Ben H. English. I've been asked to talk to you about my new book coming out through TCU Press called Yonderings. A man should be pleased with his work, and I am very pleased with this, and also very pleased to tell others about it. Well, I am an 8th generation Texan, 6 of which have called the Big Bend home at one time or the other. I have served 2 hitches in the Marine Corps, am honorably retired from the Texas Highway Patrol, taught high school for 2 years, and am an honors graduate of Angelo State University. I have been married going on 32 years now, and my wife and I have 2 sons, both of whom are graduates of Annapolis and are currently serving our nation in uniform. I live in Alpine so I can be closer to what I write about, and because there is no better place on earth to call home. Ha! I guess you could say to scratch an itch that has been upon me since I was old enough to call myself literate. Every human being should have something more than themselves to be passionate about, and I have had a passion for this land for as long as I can remember. You see, I wanted to tell the stories of those who are no longer around to speak for themselves. Even more, I wanted to do so about this country and what makes it so special to me and so many others. No, it's not, but it is the first book that I have ever tried to get published. I have been told that being published on first try is a very unusual thing, especially with an academic institution such as TCU Press. I think that speaks well for Yonderings and why many people will be interested in it. A lot of different folks, to be honest. Recently, it seems that the world at large has discovered the Big Bend and are seeking knowledge about it. No one man or book could ever hope to begin covering it all, but I do believe my effort has something to contribute in that regard. Plus, I would like to think that anyone who just enjoys a good read will find that Yonderings has a good deal to offer. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Currently, I have 2 novels being prepared to follow up Yonderings, which are in turn mostly parts of a 12-volume historical series that often take place in the Big Bend region and surrounding areas. These novels will cover diverse events such as the early pioneer period, the Mexican Revolution, the Cristeros War, the long-serving tradition of smuggling along the river, and other subjects serving as a background through the eyes of one family as the centuries pass by. Well, there have been many books written about the Big Bend, as well as Untold magazine and newspaper articles, some of them very good, while others not so much. Many of them have played fast and loose with the history and geography of this country, which does it no favors. But when I write about a canyon, a tinaja, a mountain peak, or an almost vanished track or trail, I do so because I have been there personally, and usually more than once. The stories and anecdotes in my book really happened and are not dressed up or sensationalized to make myself appear more important or someone else less so. This has been a very big priority for me in writing Yonderings because I believe that in the end, what has actually occurred in the lower Big Bend is far more fascinating than any dreamed up tall tale could ever be. Firstly, I would be remiss in not recognizing some very fine people who helped bring this all about. That would not only include both family and friends, but two individuals in particular who were instrumental in it, Marshall Dodstall and Bill Wright. Thank you. I would like to also thank TCU Press for rolling the dice and taking a chance on me, and those who have encouraged, supported, and believed in me since before I put the first word to paper. They are too numerous to mention here, but I hope each of you know who you are. As time goes by, I also hope that I get the chance to thank each of you individually and by name. As far as Yonderings itself, I would like to say my book comes from the heart. A labor of love, if you will. It reaches out and touches the emotions of the reader and takes them away from wherever they might be to times and places they might never actually see themselves but can still enjoy vicariously. It is a book that will expand the mind, the heart, and the soul, be they young or old. As Anthony Trollope once wrote, of all the needs that a book has, the chief need is that it be readable. Yonderings is very much so. And I hope that each of you enjoyed as much as I've enjoyed writing it and being involved in the life experiences that brought it about. Hasta la vista, folks, and God bless.